It's time for Dominic and Jonathan bedtime stories. Hope you guys enjoy.
Dominic loved playing office in his bedroom with his buddy Jonathan. They would spend hours pretending to be important executives, dictating letters, and making important decisions. Dominic would set up his desk in front of the window, while Jonathan would take the desk by the door. They would have stacks of paper for their files, and they would use their toy phones to call each other. One day, Dominic and Jonathan decided to have a meeting. They put on their best clothes and sat down at their desks. Dominic started the meeting by talking about the company's latest project. Jonathan listened carefully and then made some suggestions. They talked for a long time, and they came up with some great ideas. When they were finished, Dominic and Jonathan felt like they had accomplished something important. They were proud of their work, and they knew that they had made a difference. In the bustling city of Zootopia, there lived a young boy named Dominic and his best friend, Jonathan, a mischievous monkey. Dominic, with his boundless imagination and Jonathan's playful spirit, were an inseparable pair. One sunny afternoon, Dominic and Jonathan were sitting under a shady tree in the park, brainstorming ideas for their annual school science fair project. "I want to create something amazing," Dominic declared, his eyes sparkling with excitement. Jonathan, ever the mischievous one, swung from a nearby branch and landed with a thump. "How about we build a giant robot out of recycled materials?" he suggested. Dominic thought for a moment. "That's a great idea, Jonathan. We could use old tires for the wheels, cardboard boxes for the body, and plastic bottles for the arms and legs." And so, their project began. Dominic and Jonathan spent the next few weeks collecting materials from all over the city. They scoured recycling bins, rummaged through junkyards, and even convinced their neighbors to donate their unwanted items. With each passing day, their creation grew larger and more impressive. They worked tirelessly, their laughter echoing through the park as they hammered, glued, and painted. Finally, the day of the science fair arrived. Dominic and Jonathan proudly displayed their robot, which they had named Recyclon. It was a towering masterpiece, its colorful body gleaming in the sunlight. The other students were amazed by Recyclon. They marveled at its intricate design and the clever use of recycled materials. Dominic and Jonathan, beaming with pride, explained how they had built their robot and the importance of recycling. In the end, Recyclon won first place in the science fair. Dominic and Jonathan were overjoyed. They had not only created something amazing, but they had also inspired others to think creatively and take care of the environment. As they walked home that evening, Dominic and Jonathan felt a sense of accomplishment. They had achieved something truly special, all thanks to their friendship and their shared passion for creating. Lee was a popular singer on Coma, a fictional social media platform. She was known for her catchy pop songs and her fun, bubbly personality. One day, she decided to write a song for her fans. She wanted to write a song that would make them feel happy and positive. Jennifer sat down at her piano and started to play. She thought about all the things that made her fans happy. She thought about their friends, their families, and their favorite things to do. She started to sing about all the things that made life worth living. Jennifer's song was a hit. Her fans loved it. They played it over and over again. They even started to sing it themselves. Jennifer was so happy to see that her song had made her fans so happy. Jonathan and Dominic were excited to meet Jennifer Lee. They had been talking online for a few months and were finally going to meet in person. They met at a local coffee shop and talked for hours. They discovered that they had a lot in common, and they enjoyed each other's company. They decided to go out for dinner and a movie. They had a great time, and they knew they would be friends for a long time. The sun peeked through the curtains, casting long shadows across the room. Dominic and John stirred in their sleep, their bodies tangled under the covers. A gentle hand reached out and pulled the blankets up to their chins. "All tucked in," a soft voice whispered. Dominic and John smiled in their sleep, their faces peaceful and content. They knew they were safe and loved, surrounded by the warmth of their home and the comfort of their beds.
As Dominic and Jonathan says their goodbyes, everything in the house was peaceful as ice. Everything with Jonathan and Dominic is okay, and they will see you tomorrow for another great day.